What is up, everybody? NC.
JC and
We have an overrated on Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa, I'm so tired of going online and seeing people say, Solo Sikoa is the next Rock. He's the young Rock. Look, he's got the sunglasses. He's got the sweater. He's amazing. And I watch this guy, and I see personality. I can't deny that about him. There is personality. But to be saying that this guy is the next Rock, were you even watching wrestling back then? Did you even go back and watch wrestling back then?
no.
Because that's the thing, is when we've seen Solo Sikoa when he first came in, when he got signed, what was it, from Glenn Gilberti's company over in Las Vegas. Right. Got signed from over there, came over to NXT, basically came through with this rip-off Kevin Owens gimmick. It was a Samoan prize fighter. We never saw him fight for prizes.
Well, what it was like to me was like a ripoff of Samoa Joe.
That I could see that too, especially with the shorts, how he wore them all the way up to his nipples. I understand that. No, that actually makes a lot of sense. But like, they always called him a prize fighter on commentary. I'm like, they just got done doing this with KO. So anyways, they bring this guy up to the main roster, drop the whole prize fighter gimmick, try to make him into in due time they try to make him into a stable leader, which no, he's charismatic, but he's not a stable leader. And then now they're trying to make him into this goofy, likable personality. But the thing about The Rock, when he first came in, he looked like $1 million. 6'5", 280 pounds, former football player. Solo Sikoa looks like another dude on the street. Still does.
Right. No, he still does, and it's like he's going for this whole and you could tell like the turtleneck sweater, the chain, the glasses, especially on this past Raw, you could really tell he was leaning heavily into like Rock's like late '90s gimmick, where the sunglasses in the arena. Like it's, to me, it's just so lame, and just to hear people putting it up, it's like, have you ever seen The Rock cut a promo? I recommend this if you think that Solo Sikoa is a great mic worker, he's the next Rock. Do yourself a favor, go onto YouTube and look up The Rock Billy Gunn promo. When you watch that, there's absolutely no way that you can come away with the conclusion that Solo Sikoa is the next Rock.
I just look at it like this. Rock had range. He could play a serious badass when he needed to. He could play a comedy character when he needed to. He could even like show fear when he needed to. He was from the get-go a very good all-around actor and a mic worker too. Like, he got good really soon. Solo, you can't take this guy in the same vein. Like, I don't understand why some people would compare him to The Rock. The Rock would look down on this guy and be like, who's this jabroni? You know, he wouldn't give him the time of day. And I honestly don't think he would support him as the next Samoan breakout. I'm sorry. It's just... And even then, you see Kevin Nash talking about all these Rock ripoffs. You know, he's talking about LA Knight being a Rock ripoff. Mm-hmm. Yet, to me, it seems like Solo is getting a bigger push than LA Knight.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Solo Sikoa is much more of a Rock ripoff. I mean, at least LA Knight's dressing like LA Knight. Like, Solo Sikoa is dressing like The Rock, and yet Kevin Nash has nothing to say. Jim Cornette has nothing to say. None of the veterans have anything to say. No one's calling him out on it. It's like honestly, it's like we are the only podcast, we're the only people in the YWC and IWC that are calling out Solo Sikoa for his outfit, his blatant Rock ripoff.
Give it time. Give it about 2 or 3 weeks, and then you'll hear.
We're usually ahead of the curve.
Yeah, people will start talking about it and claiming it as their own idea. Yeah, we're the first one to talk about this. It is what it is. Anyways, yeah, but that's the thing with Solo, is that I can't take him in the same vein as The Rock, because not only was The Rock a versatile character, versatile actor, great on the mic, looked like $1 million. That's another thing, too. Let's talk about the fact that Solo has never been in shape. No. His whole I don't want to hear that, oh, he's Samoan, he can't get in shape bullshit like The Rock. Shut the fuck up.
Look at Roman Reigns.
Look at Roman Reigns. Yeah. That's bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit. There are Samoans out there that have gotten in fantastic shape. You don't have to be a big goofy butterball. If you are, like, don't get me wrong, there's a place for Solo. That's the whole thing about it. Don't take this as we're being haters towards Solo. I think that he could have a good spot in the mid card. that's where he belongs. But to be saying that he's the next Rock, I'm so tired of these standards that are being set. Everybody's the next Rock. Everybody's the next Stone Cold.
Well, and then see, it's not fair to Solo to be calling him the next Rock, because those are very big shoes to fill, and I just don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair to him. It's like if Solo Sikoa is going to be his own guy, cool, be your own guy. But my recommendation to Solo is don't blatantly rip off the Rock if you don't want people making that comparison.
Well, it comes across to me like he's leaning into it because he wants that pop. He wants TKO or upper management in WWE to look at him like the next Rock. Now it's already like certified that Triple H likes Solo. I mean, sure. He's always been high on him, pushing him in NXT, always took care of him on the main roster as well. Solo got wins that he never should have got. He beat Roman Reigns, from what I can remember. You know, he's actually been made to look competitive against top names, which you shouldn't do. No. I'm sorry, but when a guy can't take himself seriously like that, can't go to the gym, like, okay, he's a good mic worker, okay, and, you know, right. Let's get past that. But even then, it's like, he's such a goofball, and every time you see him on the internet, it's like, look at this goofy face that Solo made. Back in the day, we weren't talking about Rock's goofy faces. We were talking about him beating ass and taking names.
Yeah, and cutting a great promo and doing these awesome disses. And I mean, yeah, people were talking about the raised eyebrow, but like that was part of his character. Like,
but it wasn't goofy.
It wasn't goofy. It was part of his character. The goofy faces that Solo makes, are these part of his character? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, too. It's like people being like, oh, I love his faces. I love it when he wags his tongue out and goes, oh, did you see him do the yeet at SummerSlam? He did it better than Jey Uso. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Does he have anything original?
No, he doesn't. That's the whole thing about Solo that I've been trying to point out this whole time to everybody, is most of these wrestlers nowadays are cosplayers. Mm. That's what they do. They go in, they ring, the cosplay, they make six figures. And then they tell the fans in social media to shut the fuck up. Don't you dare tell me how to do my job. I look at it this way. We're not trying to tell you how to do your job. We're giving you criticism on being overrated. Because there's so many fans online that stroke your ego and tell you you're the best. And God forbid there be that one person or those two people out in the middle of the field saying, nah, you're overrated. You're a Rock ripoff. Look at what this fool is doing. Why are all you people putting him on a pedestal? Is it because he's Samoan? Look at Zilla Fat too. He debuts on NXT and they're all jacking off about his numbers. 16 million views. I mean, like, WWE is a bot company. That's what they are. They have plenty of bots. This is how they get their views. I can guarantee you for a fact 16 million people do not know who Zilla Fatu is.
Well, and see, the thing about it is that, like, we see all these massive views all the time on WWE's main roster. Well, why, if that's the case, so since that is the, I mean, and it's true, is that you're seeing with people on the main roster, they're getting massive views on YouTube. Okay, is that translating into ticket sales? Why did SummerSlam have why were they not able to mention a sellout?
It's fake.
It's not translating. It's not translating.
Well, that's the whole thing to me, is social media and these fake pumped up numbers. 210 million people. Oh, and now we got 16 million people. 16 million people. I guarantee you do not know what a Zilla Fatu is.
No.
I like to be saying that people are tuning into NXT in droves. You look at the numbers, and I guarantee you, once the numbers come out, it'll be maybe a little bit over 700K. You're not gonna see 16 million views for NXT. And I don't want to hear this whole story of, oh, people are watching on social media now. People were watching YouTube shorts. Well, if that's the case, I think about when you say something like that. Why would somebody devote their time to something and only watch it in bits and pieces unless it's their job to cover it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you're like a regular fan, you've already tuned out by now. With us, right. We have to cover this for TWR News.
Well, no, absolutely. But then I would also point out, okay, then why are the attendances down? Why are the merchandise sales down? If these numbers are like Glenn Gilbert is, the numbers are unbelievable. Great. Is it translating ticket sales today? No.
Well, that's the whole thing, too, is ticket sales are down. And I know everybody's talking about TKO's massive profits that they're making right now. But you have to realize that a lot of that is on pre-built deals that they already had going in, like the Saudi deal. And notice that they've been doing so many Saudi shows. And notice that they've been slapping advertisements on everything now. I'm waiting for these wrestlers to come out in, like, full-on NASCAR bodysuits for Saudi. I'm waiting for it, like, with just like sponsorships all over it. It's like they are doing everything they can, and even with the merch department, I don't know whose idea it is with the merch department, but they're merching every single thing they can right now. Literally pieces of the mat they're merching. That's how desperate they are.
Well, they're putting sponsorships and advertisements on everything they can. So because they're trying to squeeze every little penny out of it, and I get it. That's why you're seeing all these celebrity crossovers, because the other thing we got to point out too is that like TKO is not just WWE and UFC. The largest portion of TKO's revenue that comes in from IMG, which is it's like a talent what's it called? Like a
talent relations, for actors and whatnot. So that kind of that's where they get most of their money. So most of their money, if you want to look at it, is from Hollywood. It's not from fake wrestling or fighting. They get a little bit of a profit from there, but not by much. And that's the whole frustrating thing is people look, TKO's profits are up. It must be definitely because of WWE. No, it's not.
Nope.
Look at Raw, this past Raw, 2.4 million, right?
2.6. 2.6. But even still, that's actually a really bad number because last year's Raw because we're talking about the Raw after SummerSlam. The Raw after SummerSlam last year had 3 million viewers. This year, 2.6.
Well, and where did 400,000 fans go?
Right.
That's the whole thing is people aren't looking at how detrimental that is. And I guarantee you that those fans aren't international fans. Those are probably North American fans that are tuning out. Because I look at, we did this the other night. We checked it out. Where WWE is in the top 10 for all these other countries. Britain was literally the only country outside of the United States where it was in the top 10, and it was at number 9. Every single country. We looked at all the big ones. We looked at Russia. We looked at Mexico. We looked at Japan. We looked at Germany. All these countries, nobody's watching it. No. So I would have to think that those 400,000 fans, that's where I think they came from, is North America.
For the most part, I mean, like I can even look it up right now and tell you, the majority of them are coming from North America. Ranked number 4 on Netflix in America for last week. So yeah, the majority of those are from America. The rest, not much. Honestly, I'm not seeing what Netflix is getting out of this WWE deal for the amount they're paying. But
they know they're getting out when they can. That's a big reason why Netflix has become Netflix has become so corporately advertised. Why there's advertisements everywhere. Why you have to sit through these huge commercial breaks. They already know they made a bad deal, so they're trying to squeeze all they can out of it. TKO is kind of, I think, in the similar boat where they know they made a bad deal, so they're just trying to make all the money they can off of it before they, I don't know, hopefully sell it off. That's the one thing we want more than anything is WWE to be sold off so there can be change. If it's not sold off, there probably isn't going to be any change unless they bring in The Rock, but who knows? It's so iffy right now. It would really take a private investor to look into WWE and buy it. And that's even if TKO wants to sell. Who knows?
Right, that's true. Is that like even if they want to sell, but the one thing I would say to that is that they're already having ticket sale problems, and they're doing like $25 for tickets for SummerSlam. When they're doing that, it's only going to get worse because they don't have any star power. But with that being said, with Solo, it's that like with this guy, he adds nothing. He's not going to be that next level megastar that WWE could put on a poster and sell out of SummerSlam or WrestleMania. There's nobody there, and most certainly not this guy who's just a lame Rock ripoff.
It really bugs me that they haven't learned. It's like a guy that is in poor shape should never be your next top star or the face of your company.
No.
Vince learned that very early with Mankind. You don't do that. You have him be his little flash in the pan champion. You put it back on somebody who actually can carry the title. But no, Solo does not belong at the top because he doesn't have the discipline. That's the whole reason why you have to understand fans got behind one of Triple H's favorites, Kevin Owens, is because he doesn't have any discipline. He can't take himself seriously. Yeah, he's a good promo, but he's always been a fat ass. Always will be a fat ass. That's just KO's nature. That's his body type. Same thing with Solo. I don't think that he has the discipline or really the people backstage to tell him, hey, man, you need to get in shape. You got tits. You got a big gut. You're covering it up with your shorts, bro. Like this is what's so frustrating. How can I take a guy that looks like a Samoan King Hippo seriously?
You can't.
All he needs to go is, Matt. That's all he needs to do and have a Band-Aid over his stomach. It's like, this is what you can't take this man seriously. He is not the next Rock. Stop labeling him the Rock. All these fans need to get a reality check. Actually, go back and watch the Rock in his prime, like 99. Go back and watch the Rock. Watch how good he was. Watch how he performed. He was on another level. I'm so tired of the comparisons. The way I look at, there's not going to be another Rock. There's not going to be another Stone Cold. There's not going to be another Hulk Hogan. There's not going to be another Macho Man. We were grateful to have those characters. What we need right now is we need people who are going to stand on their own and make their own mark in pro wrestling and not just be, he's the next Shawn Michaels. He's the next Rock. I'm so fucking tired of hearing that.
Well, but there's another part of it too, where it's like from another standpoint, you can't have faith in Solo Sikoa becoming anything like a big star because Triple H is booking him. Triple H will not have anyone become bigger than the company. Period. So as long as that's the case, WWE is just destined to fail. It's destined to just die off under Triple H's reign. Until that changes, Solo Sikoa will never become a big star. I don't think he's got what it takes to become a big star anyway, but I just don't think he'll ever become a big star under this booking of Triple H or really anybody else. So it's like for all the fans out there, all the people out there saying, oh, he's amazing, he's the next Rock. He's never going to be. Number one, because he doesn't have the talent and the charisma, and number two, he doesn't have the booker that's going to help him out.
Well, and you also got to talk about his discipline, man. Like I said before, you can't take a fat ass seriously at the top. He won't get in shape. He won't get in shape. Jacob Fatu won't get in shape. No. Jay and Jimmy at least try to hit the gym, even though they're like hardcore alcoholics. I'll give them that. But like, no, it's like you see a lot of these Samoans coming up. Zilla looks like shit. A lot of these Samoans, they don't take care of themselves, man. They're just like, hey, I'm a Fatu. Fuck you. Where's my push? And that's the problem. It's like I'm so sick and tired of the nepotism going on, too. If you're legitimately talented and Samoan, sure, I'm all for it. But from what I see out there, I see a lot of mid-carders. And what's the big problem that we've been talking about for the longest time? The mid-carders are in the main event, and the main eventers are in the mid-card. That's the biggest problem. And Triple H, he won't solve it. He's like, hey, this guy paid his loyalty to me, so I'm going to go ahead and give him big wins, even though it's not going to amount to him being a bigger star. Look at Cody. How many people have been sacrificed to Cody and nothing happened? You know,
right. Nothing happens. Like everybody gets sacrificed to Cody, and they mean nothing. Like no one really gets elevated feuding with Cody. Nobody gets elevated feuding with Rome. No one's getting elevated, and that's the problem. It's that like you can have all the faith in the world. You can have the best booking ideas. You could really put your heart and soul. Well, I got this great idea for Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu, and it's going to be awesome. At the end of the day, Triple H is booking it. He's an idiot. He's a horrible booker. He will ruin Solo Sikoa, and he kind of already did, having him go on that 41 losing streak, 41 match losing streak. So I mean, you know.
Well, and that's something Vince has always been kind of weird about. It's like he's always made the point of, okay, if you do the losses to me and you don't bitch, then we can put you in a bigger program later, you know, because basically you're a good soldier. But yeah, no, you can't take him seriously because of the loss streak. And that's another thing, too. I'm glad you brought up Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. That was a feud that should have elevated Jacob Fatu into another main eventer. With the right booking and the right writing. Now, don't get me wrong. It didn't make sense from the get-go. He was on a separate brand. He hops over to Raw to challenge his own family. I need that big house. I need that Rolex. You got it now? No, you don't.
No.
And what are you now? You're nothing more than another bitch underneath Roman Reigns.
He's a henchman.
You're a henchman. You're a fucking lackey. You're a foot soldier. And you could get mad all you want and say, oh, these fans, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. I at least know the fact that your star value has lowered. You're nowhere near the hot free agent that you were once when you signed with WWE and got rocketed up to the main roster. He kills momentum. Triple H kills the momentum of everybody. You can kiss his ass all day long. It's not going to do anything for your career. I hope you realize that. Yeah, you may get to keep your job for a year or two longer. But other than that, no, it's not going to do anything for your career. Well, you will never get better working under Triple H and feeling that, oh, he's always right. If you feel that he's always right, you will never get better, and you will always be stagnant.
Well, and the thing about it is that like it's not like you could just pair like a brilliant writer with Triple H and make magic. No, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Triple H, if he's ultimately running it, it's all gonna be from his perspective. I mean, how many times have you seen him in Unreal go, I don't know, guys. I mean, you're saying Punk versus Gunther. I just don't see it. Let's do Jey Uso. Put the rocket ship on him, and if it blows up in our face,
Well, that's the great thing, too, about Unreal is that it has really shown that Triple H, him pulling back the curtain was the biggest mistake he could have ever made, because what he did is he showed his incompetence and his team's incompetence to everybody in the world. Like right there, like the fact that he could not come up on the spot with a booking decision, with a plan for Chelsea Green. And he was like, I don't know, what do we do? Hey, Road Dogg, what do we do? And Road Dogg's like, I just don't know. And you have nobody else in the room speaking up and saying, hey, how about if we bring up a chick from NXT to feud with Chelsea? Not a single person says anything.
No.
They just sit there like a bunch of fucking dumbasses. And I'm thinking to myself, what part of a creative meeting is this if you guys can't discuss freely? If you guys can't say, I don't know about that idea, how about we try this? But no, everybody in that room is afraid. They want to keep their job, so they shut the fuck up and let Triple H be a dumbass and chew on ice.
Exactly. And that's the problem. That's why nothing will ever get better. Nothing will change with WWE. And it's why I just don't care anymore about WWE. I've lost, like, there is no, as long as he's there is no hope for a better product. So what do you do if you're a fan out there? There was AEW, there's TNA, there's JCW, there's NWA. There are alternatives. You got to find them. But I mean, with Solo Sikoa, it's like, I get why fans are optimistic. I get wanting to be optimistic and wanting to have faith. But you got to consider that Solo Sikoa is massively overrated. You are making him out to be the next Rock when he's barely a mid-carder, number one. And number two, the booker will never allow Solo Sikoa to become a main star. It's never going to happen.
It benefits us because we think he doesn't belong in the main event at all. So these fans can say he's the next Rock. He should get the rocket on his ass. He should be at the top. Well, with Triple H's booking, he won't. He will find a way to screw him over. He will find a way to make him look like the goofball that he inevitably is. He's not world championship material, and you all will find that out very soon. We said it first, and hopefully you'll pick it up. So this has been the Overrated on Solo Sikoa. Nothing against the guy. Nothing against him at all. Just, dude, Triple H, stop shoving this guy down people's throat. It's not going to work. So, NC.
JCN.
Peace out.